fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Can't we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we're going before we get lost. Let me out first. Can get what we want without knowing. Never felt like this before. Apologize if I'm moving too far. Can't we just talk? Can we just talk? Figure out where we're going. Yeah. Start.
I've always been on Team Box brownies, but these hit different. Here's how to make the most perfect fudgy brownies. In a stand mixer fitted with the whisk attachment, add in 1.5 sticks of melted butter and a heaping cup of sugar and mix to combine. Then add in 2 eggs and a splash of vanilla. Beat them in on high speed for like 2 to 3 minutes. You want to see it get pale and super light and fluffy. This step is what's going to give us that classic crinkly papery crust on top. Next, add in 4 ounces of melted semi-sweet chocolate and mix. Then in a small mixing bowl, whisk together 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, I always use Dutch process, a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of espresso powder. Add it to the butter mixture and fold. Once almost all combined, fold in 2 ounces of chocolate chips, pour the batter into a greased 8x8 baking tray and spread it out evenly. Top with another 2 ounces of chocolate chunks and bake at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. Let the brownies cool on a wire rack for 5 minutes before cutting them into 16 equal pieces. These brownies are perfect.
I don't usually bake a lot, but these matcha brownies turned out really well. It was super fudgy in the middle, and I actually gave it as a gift for my friend and she absolutely loved it. I combined together some white chocolate and butter until it was melted. You can also put this in the microwave. In a separate bowl, combine your eggs, a lot of white sugar, some brown sugar and vanilla extract. You want to give it a whisk for about 10 minutes until it's super thick and pale just like this, and add in your cool chocolate mixture. Now you want to sift together your all-purpose flour, some matcha powder and salt, and mix it using a spatula until it's nice and smooth. I place this in an 8x8 inch pan lined with parchment paper, and I like to give it a few taps before I put it in the oven and also halfway through the baking process to make sure it's extra fudgy, and I let it cool for about half an hour, and that's it. It was so good.
It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? You won, and she chose you, and she loved you, and she's gone. It's over, isn't it? Why can't I move on?
Guys, this is seriously the best brownie recipe we've ever made or probably had. They were so good. They come from our new cookbook, Dessert Person. This was actually the first recipe that we made from the cookbook, but we're so excited to try other ones. They're actually ranked from 1 to 5 to difficulty, and so you kind of know what you get going into each recipe. This one had mostly pantry staples, but there were a few things that we purchased. We got Dutch processed cocoa powder. I'm sure you could use regular, but the smell once you mix that with that boiling water is so immaculate. It's like a chocolatey aroma that fills your kitchen. And we also had to get the malted milk powder. This one was such a good addition, added a great flavor. I kind of wish we added a little bit more, but we didn't want to mess up any of the measurements. This brownie recipe is so good. We honestly finished the batch in one night, and the center can be super chewy and gooey, and the outside are a little bit more chewy. These are great. Make them, please.
What's up guys? Today we're going to be making 4-ingredient brownie cereal. First up, you need icing sugar and cocoa powder. Whisk these together, then add 1 egg white and mix this in until fully combined. Then add your chocolate chips and fold these in. Pour the mix into a small tin, we use the loaf tin, then pop it in the oven for 20 minutes. Once cool, cut it up into small, bite-sized sections, then pour your brownie cereal into a bowl. Pour in your milk, don't worry, these brownies won't go soggy, then spoon in and enjoy. The milk will go all chocolatey and this was seriously tasty.
Molten chocolate hazelnut tahini brownies. Yes, they taste as good as they look. They have a full layer of Nutella stuffed in the middle of the brownie. You have to freeze it first so you can lay it in the center. And then it's baked with these really rich and fudgy tahini brownies. And I know some of you may be thinking tahini and brownies, but trust me, oh, it is so good, especially paired with a really sweet Nutella. It balances out the sweetness and it just makes a really, really fudgy brownie. And here comes the magic. You spread out half the brownie batter and then lay in this slab of Nutella and then top it off with the rest of the batter. Then just sprinkle with some extra chocolate, hazelnuts, and sesame seeds and it's ready to bake. They come out so ooey gooey and now you're ready to enjoy your...
What's so bad about things being simple? I'm not saying that you never do anything crazy, like you never go on a fun vacation or you never go to a nice dinner. I'm just saying that generally, 80% of the time, life is just very mundane and boring. And that's not necessarily awful. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong if your life is like that. It doesn't mean that your life sucks. Once I accepted that I enjoy having a more simple life, I actually enjoy it a lot more.
Till I drive you away.
Let's make the fudgiest brownies. Well, so fudgy. Crispy top, fudgy inside, so melt
good.
2 cups chocolate chips and 1/2 cup butter. Mix in 3/4 cup brown sugar and 3/4 cup granulated sugar. Whisk in 4 eggs and 2 teaspoons vanilla. Fold in 1 cup all-purpose flour and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Or spread. Bake at 320 F for 45 minutes.